Hello. Hello.
Sorry, Jyoti, I'm muted. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Um,
Can we do math again today? I have some questions.
we can do a lot of things, right? Anything you want. Okay. So are we still using the last Jamboard? There will be a mix between chem and math. You don't mind, yeah?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. You're gonna post up there?
Is from
Paper.
the paper you email me on.
Yeah. Sure thing.
Okay, I need get something.
Yeah. You gotta give me some questions. Jyoti, just to inform you, there is a small unexpected trouble in my house. Nothing to do with the tuition, but I might need to go in and out maybe 1 minute sometimes. Maybe something to do with the washing machine. Right? It's leaking water. Hey, just waiting for your question.
Yeah, which is 4, right? Is it 4?
4, I believe so.
Yeah, post the question.
I saw it. I didn't see anything. But
Oh yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
okay.
I just two questions.
Thanks. You want a full review?
I still want more. Okay. The for 3 I cannot do part B.
Right. So you can do part A lah. So I assume that you did all the triangles and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Right. So tell me, A which quadrant and B which quadrant?
Yeah. So I did almost all paper.
Mhm.
Just right. Okay. They're in S, I think. They're in S.
Hey,
Quadrant 2.
which two? Okay, good. Yeah. So I know you're correct lah. Okay, now for section B, it's really nothing complicated. Yeah, I wrote something already. Do you need more hints? You just need the identities to solve this lah.
This what I do also. But that's what I should do. No what? Is one secant is one over cos.
Yeah, oh goodness me, so I'm a bit blurred today, right? Okay, so but same
I
thing
did
lah,
also. Then
identities.
I use addition formula, right?
Yeah, which is cosine A, cosine B plus sine A.
Plus
Yeah,
sin A,
correct.
sin B. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know how to go. I don't know how to go from here.
Huh? What are you talking about? Okay, sorry, yeah. When you draw the triangle, what that means is that they're given sine A, right? But you immediately know cosine A and tangent A. That's what it means. The triangle provides you with everything. Same thing here lah. Tangent B, you have another triangle. So the triangle provides you with sine B and cosine B. Am I making any sense right now?
I guess so. I think so. I didn't do that though.
Oh, okay. That worries me a bit. That worries me a bit. Okay. So this particular type of Prigo has a very clear sign and a very clear the case sign, for example, he asks your answer in exact form. So what it means is that you will never be able to do sine inverse properly. Sine inverse or sine inverse and tangent inverse in generally not going to help you a lot here. Okay, this belongs to the solve question. Am I making any sense right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So since it's an exact form, and oh goodness me, I cannot use the inverse. Well, then, the triangle comes to rescue lah.
But tan B is special angle.
Tangent B, sorry, what?
This is 30 degree.
Well, you can assume the alpha to be 30 degree lah, right? Although it is actually going to be 150 lah, but that's beside the point.
So that's what I got lah. I got 150. So that's how I solve part A.
Nah, but you work with 930. You work with 30 degree. You ignore this guy. Go with 30 degree. So you go and for sine 30 lah, right? Sine 30 degree. In fact, I think you're focusing too much on the degree because you won't get any degree from sine A, you know. I think ignoring the degree.
So why are we doing sine 30?
Dear, right. Okay, you don't get this question. Okay, so from the start, okay, Janti, from the start, listen to me, from the start. You're going to ignore the degree because you cannot always get it. You're going to ignore it. Okay, I'm going to erase it. I don't care whether this is 30 or 150 or whatever not. For example, sine 2 over 3, sine A 2 over 3, you won't get any nice degree lah. So I don't care. Yeah. What I care is the triangle. The triangle will be my salvation in this topic. Very simple, right? So I just draw a triangle, right? Again, I'm totally ignoring the angle. I'll call this a B, right? I don't care what it is. 1 over root 3. I'm totally ignoring the minus, by the way, right now. That's just my method. So 1 root 3, would that be okay?
Yeah.
And this will clearly be root 4, which is equal to 2, right? Okay, everybody knows that. Okay?
Okay.
So what this triangle gives me is, well, the other two, the three brothers of Prigo is sine, cosine, and tangent. You know that from the start. So this triangle gives me immediately sine B and cosine B, which is, I just going to write down here. It's going to be, obviously, this is half, and this is root 3 over 2, but the plus minus matters also. So for them too, so this will be a plus, and this will be a minus. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Why is this important? Because, well, there you go. I need my cosine B there. And I need my sine B there. There you go.
But why doesn't the using special angle work?
You don't care about the degree. You are caring about the wrong thing. I'm really certain about this. Let me just show you my A first. My A, we're gonna do the same thing, right? We'll do the same thing, right? For A, just to be clear, you're gonna get a very ugly number if you go and insist with, some sort of special angle. It's not special.
Because 2 over 3 is not special.
So we don't care. If we don't care in A, why should we care in B? In that sense, why should we care? So just do the normal thing. In A, you do, 2, right? 2. You put 3 here, right? And then tell me this is root what?
1.
Hey, you're nonsense. Right?
What? Why not?
Hey, you're a bit nonsense. Right? I don't think your triangle is up to speed.
Huh?
Do your Pythagoras properly. Come on, do your Pythagoras properly.
Root 5.
Root 5, yeah, root 5. Good. So what does the triangle give me? Well, the triangle give me the other two brothers, so cosine A and then tangent A, right? Okay, so what is cosine A? Cosine A would be, tell me what's cosine A?
Cosine A is just square 5 over 3.
Okay, over 3, and then the plus minus, please. 1, 2,
Plus minus is minus. Okay.
Good. Then tangent A?
That is 2 over square 5.
Good. And then plus minus?
Minus.
Right. So, okay. I guess in this question, we don't need tangent A. Well, I don't care. The meaning of the triangle is to give you whatever you need, right? Now, in this case, do we have everything we need? Well, we have cosine A now. And we have sine A also, which is the original thing. There you go. So you can do Arpila without ever finding A and B. Okay, you're gonna totally ignore A and B in this question. It is useless to find A and B. It is useless to think about them. Totally useless. It's actually a little bit harmful if you think about them. You will think about them in other topics. In other topics, the solve question, for example, sure, think about them very much. Here, you do not. Is this okay at this time? This like I'm covering all the basics of it. Are you okay with
Yeah, because I forgot
Okay.
a lot already. I never just remember long.
Yeah. This is counterintuitive, okay? I'm asking you to ignore A and B. Why? Well, ignore them. Just ignore them. They never ask for the A and B anyway. Now, would you try doing B with all these, cert numbers, a bit ugly numbers, see whether you can handle them?
Mm. Yeah, I think I got it.
Good. You need to answer in an exact form, so there'll be cert
Yeah,
manipulation.
so I just need
So
to simplify law.
your cert is good or not?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm okay. Can we talk about the next question? If you need time, please take your time. Yeah? We are revising. No
yeah,
problem.
let me just
No
finish
point.
question almost done.
Like no point hurrying. Okay? Let's understand that. So we are done with math. Hopefully we can do statistics.
Yeah, sorry?
After we're done with math, maybe after 1 month, yeah, maybe you will be done with math, division, then we can do physics.
We can, sorry?
After we're done with math, revising everything, then maybe we can do physics.
Physics. Oh, physics, I don't think I found. It's, it's mainly just this new chapter I don't like.
The last one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We should talk about whatever is lacking. Of course, I believe that your physics is fine. But just
Wait,
settle it.
I forgot. Wait, I forgot. Like when you rationalize something, you are trying to get rid of cert on the bottom or top.
Only the bottom one. Only the bottom.
So
Fully
you
getting rid.
you don't like cert on the bottom.
Totally no. Like totally. No. Just no. Big no.
So I have to rationalize. I hate rationalization. Okay.
If you forget this, take a picture or something so I can see your work. Let me go to the portion. Are you okay, John? I'm not seeing any. Oh, wait. Did you send?
No,
Okay.
I finished the question already. Like, I think my answer is correct, but
Sure. Just check it at least. Just check it. Then you
the
know
thing
whether
don't have
your
answer
cert
key
got
on.
problem.
The thing don't have answer key on.
Oh, then let me teach
All
you
the
how to.
papers in the thing don't have answer key.
Now, wait. Let me tell you a background. Okay.
Can I just put both into calculator and see what
You can. Precisely, you can. You're supposed to do that. Now you worry about A and B lah for the purpose of checking. Check your answer by using the value A and B that you have. You should do this in exam.
enough time on it?
I'm sorry?
Enough time on it?
Oh, different. I mean, I think for you, without special training, also will have enough time. Without special training. If you want to be more sure, just do a few things that I can explain to you lah. Is the exam skills for high timing exams lah, right? For math is slightly different. But for you, I think even without that, you probably have time. So you decide later nearer prelim whether you actually need some sort of
Yep, is okay.
Wonderful. And that feels good, right? That's less than 1 minute.
Yep.
Again, do that. Do that in exam.
Then how do the question?
Okay. Obviously, you know this is a trigo question. Now, there are 5 types of 5 types of trigo questions. So let me list them down for you. I'll call this the triangle one, the one that you did just now, right? And then the solve one, which is multiple answer. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then you have the proof one, which is before solve, right? You know that. And you have the R formula. You seem to be quite familiar with that. And finally is the 5th one, the sketching. Now, which type do you think this one is? Very good. So can you sketch the fx thingy?
No, I did 1 and 2. I just not do 3.
You do not know how to sketch.
No, because it's 4 marks, right? So that means we must show point of intersection, right?
No. I mean, you have to probably wait. They don't ask for. There are no part 4, is it?
Let me check.
But I mean, even that.
Part 4 state with the number.
Normal, right? So you have to sketch rather semi-accurately, and that's not a difficult thing to do. It is not a difficult thing to do. No, you are. You're supposed to show the intersection, and you can only get it correct if you draw semi-accurately.
Yeah, but I cannot solve the equation and remain equal to each other.
Okay, wait a. So let me draw for them separately first. Now, first, I'm going to use the working backward technique. The working backward technique is, I think, the best technique, right? Mm-hmm. So I start with the cosine graph. I don't care about 3, 2, and -1. I don't care. I just start about cosine graph. So I'm going to draw a cosine graph. There you go. Like that. Okay. And I'm going to draw a cosine graph behind because I noticed that he wants me minus pi to pi. So, whatever, I just draw. Sorry. I don't really care whether my drawing is enough or not, as long as I know I'm supposed to draw. If I'm lacking some parts, I can always draw more later. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
So far, I'm just drawing from, what seems to be from -2 pi to 2 pi. But even that is not a guarantee because, it will be altered, right? Okay. So working backward, I'm just drawing a cosine graph. So my cosine is gone. Now I will settle the -1 and the 3 together. I think that's the easiest thing. So how do I settle it? I just do it this way.
You just make the
3 minus 3 is 0, right? No, and then -1. No? So this becomes 2, this becomes -1, and this becomes -4. Now I need my new 0, 1, 2. My new 0 is here.
Wait, so
So
like,
unlike
minus
you,
1 is the middle line, right?
yeah. So unlike you, I don't draw the x-axis first. I hate drawing the x-axis first because the x-axis is not the most important thing sometimes. The most important thing currently is the middle line. I draw the middle line. So I strongly suggest that you draw the mid. Yes. Yeah, okay, fine. My point is you draw a dotted line. The dotted line is important, and then you draw the x-axis later when you're sure where it is. Saves a lot of trouble. Okay, so these are the working backward technique. Please give it a try. Okay, later we'll settle the two lah, right? We'll settle the like this is the best technique I know lah. Yeah, it's almost
I
full.
can sketch them separately. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, please draw them separately. Please don't be too ambitious lah, right?
Oh.
Okay, it's very easy to combine them once you do it separately, and let me guarantee you have time.
Wow. Okay. So the other graph here is just the other graph is just linear.
Sorry, you think?
The other graph is just a linear graph. So
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Sorry, what?
G is just linear. So I need to find the when it intersects the x-axis. So what?
I know. Now you're not even giving you enough space. You're doing the same problem again. Okay, again, you don't give enough space for the left-hand side. You need a lot. Secondly, you're also not drawing this as a dot, dot, dot. Follow me. Don't draw the x-axis. Just draw the dot, dot, dot to represent the middle line. Never mind the x-axis first. But erase this. You're not giving enough space for the.
Linear.
You want to draw the G, yeah?
I want to draw G.
I haven't.
You draw F already, what?
Yeah, like you can erase. See whether you can draw yourself, please.
I drew
Yeah,
already.
you draw first?
It's on my paper. What do you mean?
You sure? You sure it's very
Yeah.
good? Fine.
Very good. Maybe not,
Fine.
but I got draw it.
Yeah, okay. But first thing first, leave space for the left-hand side because it is important.
You draw the y-axis first.
Right? It's important what? Okay,
Draw the
okay,
y-axis
fine. We
first.
draw the x and y axis. No. For the line, it's fine. You can draw the actually. No, never mind. It's okay. Okay, just draw the x and y axis, but leave space lah for the left. Right? Leave space. Right?
Okay, so
Now, this is extremely easy. This is like extremely easy. Why? Y mx plus e ma?
It's just linear.
2 pi x minus 2. That's your c. And this your m lah. We deal with the c first lah. So where's your c? Minus 2 lah, right? Ding dong minus 2 lah.
Minus 2. Then
Okay.
this is
Then
pi.
your m is extremely easy, right? Because this is what you call the rise, right? This is your rise, and this is your run, ma, correct?
Yeah.
Correct or not? Rise and run. So you hit high and you hit rise too low. Right? Ding dong. See, yeah, okay. Now you're fine. Now you're correct. Right. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
So you whack that low. You whack that. Now you're gonna whack this in your nicely done graph lah. It should be very easy to do. Once you settle it here separately.
To care about solving it.
Totally not. In sketching, there is all. I mean, they don't care about solving. They care about solving in the solving question. In sketching, they care about sketching. If that makes sense, lah. You're gonna solve it with sketching. More appropriate. They don't even care where is the intersection. Just tell them how many is the intersection, giving you 1 mark for it, right? Just standard lah. They just keep it pure to sketching. That's their goal, I think.
Okay. Wow, my favorite. Okay, then can I think I did it. Looks okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay, it's done.
I mean, that should
yeah,
settle.
then cannot.
That should settle. I mean, granted, it's not the easiest question. So this is a reasonable. I mean, it's a bit hard. Good for you to practice.
No, just because I try to solve it instead of drawing it.
Yeah, yeah, no. Focus on drawing. Your drawing skill is being tested here.
Okay, then, but does the part four ask for solutions?
I'm sorry. That's what?
Part four ask for solutions. Then it's just one, right? Because it only intersects at 1.1.
I have no idea though, because I
No,
haven't
it doesn't.
combined
It
them.
doesn't intersect. What the? Oh, it intersect
Okay.
twice.
Uh, for certainty, I'll just use Desmos. Okay. Yeah. Just use Desmos for certainty.
So if my drawing is accurate, right, it should because my one intersect twice. So by right,
Semi-accurate. I'll just show you in Desmos. Yeah. Let's just learn. Yeah. This is quite hard. What was that? 3 cosine 2x, is it?
3 cosine 2x minus 1.
Minus 1.
Yep.
So you should be seeing something like that, right? And then the line will be 2 divided by pi, right? Okay. Just slowly, typing in more, and then plus minus 2, is it? Minus 2. Now, as you can tell, the intersection is quite a lot. There you go. One,
Oh, wait, what?
you sure you okay? Did I type something wrong?
Oh,
3
no,
cosine x minus 1. Oh, yeah.
I only look at the right side. No, but I only look at the right side. But if I look at the left side, I only intersect at 4 points. This one intersect at 5.
I mean, at the left. Wait. So I haven't put the limit associated. My mistake. Might be my mistake. Yeah. So I should put minus pi here. Pi.
Because
And
I only
then
look at
this
the right
would
side as
be-
well. So on the right side is 2, but on the left side is also 2.
Oh, correct. Yeah, correct. There you go. So 2 and 2 lah. 2 and 2.
Correct. Okay. So my drawing
Yeah,
is
2 and
clear.
2 and 2. Yeah.
Zero. Okay, then next question should not hard.
That
Okay, then I have a lot of questions regarding that video.
good. I mean, good to know lah. Are you sure there's no other math question? I mean, I'm
There's
happy lah.
one real or change question. But I need to go find. Like, I mean, you can give me 2 minutes, I think I can go find it.
Go ahead. The rate of change question can be troublesome.
Okay, I found it, but it's on paper, so I might have to sign it to myself.
Sure thing.
Okay, should be so loading. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, it's on page 16.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. What's your trouble, right? Okay. Oh, you did. Wait. Did you do part A or no? Not yet. Is it?
No, but it's correct.
Oh, okay, sure thing. So that's nice. Okay, part A is going to be useful as per usual, right? Okay, nice. And then, sure, right. That's fine. The minus is great, right? Uh, so he wants dvdt, correct? The dvdt. So this is great. Now, uh, what you're doing here is dvd. The height is the x, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I was confused. So
No,
maybe more
but what I'm doing is
appropriately,
confirm wrong.
okay, I'm going to put this as x first, right? Just clearer there, the height, right? Okay, so this is fine, and this is obviously fine. So all these are fine. Okay, so I'm just trying to find out what's the problem. Your DVD.
How do you know? But I don't think it's correct.
Never mind. So you have the V, right? So the V is, you have the VDVDX. Okay, let me check. Let me check the DVDX. I mean, it looks fine to me. So you have the DVDX, and that's fine, right? The way that you sub in the height is 10. Yeah. The way you sub in 10 is totally fine. I am going to leave it there. Nice. And then, so this is for this guy, right? Okay, this is for this guy. And then what you have is your dx dt lah, your -3, which is this guy. And then you want dvdt when t is equals to 2. Now let me think for what does that mean? T equals to 2. Because you will need to sub it into the dx dt lah. There you go, yeah, which is correct lah, right? You have your dt lah, right? Okay, correct. So then you have your -6, so let me think for a while. Yeah, so I believe you are correct lah.
But this
Is there a unit problem?
7 marks.
Well, it's probably more like 4 marks. Look, I mean, the 7 mark is like a bonus. What you're doing is totally correct. I don't think there's a unit problem. I'm checking the unit problem. I don't think there is a unit problem.
Are you sure?
No. Yep, no. It's fine. It's really fine. It's what I will do anyway, right? The centimeter is fine. The centimeter is fine. This is, well, I mean, he doesn't say 2 seconds, so that's a bit weird, but you can just assume that, right? Yeah. To me, it makes a lot of sense. So for example, the depth is decreasing per second extremely quickly, right? -6 centimeter, which is like, that's a lot, right? -6 centimeter per second. So I'm not surprised that
I'm like a bit question because like in the question itself, right? It says that water flows out at a rate of 20 cm per second. So isn't that already the dvdt?
Yeah, but that means that sorry. Wait. Let me think forward. No, but that is correct. Let me think forward. Yeah, this is not adding in, right? So he's just flowing out, and he said that the flowing out is constant. That's normal, but we never use the 20 centimeter cube per second, right? We never use.
Yeah, we don't know. But my question is, isn't this what question B is asking?
Your dvdt cannot be wrong. It cannot be wrong.
Like this question, if we
there is no other shape, right? The funnel is in the shape of an inverted right circular cone. Sure. Has a height, sure. Filled to the brim, Sure. You have your dv dt, which is minus. I mean, if you want to write it down, you better write it down as minus lah. But of course, we're not using it, right? And in second, the depth of water is given that the depth of increase and the height of and yeah. It's weird because there is no point in using the 20. What's going on here?
You only use, I only use 20 for the first part.
The height of the funnel. Let me think for a while. What does it mean, the height of the funnel? That means the height of the funnel is, the whole thing is 10, right? That's what it means, right?
I think that's what it means, but I also not sure. Like,
so it's not X though? So maybe something wrong here. So maybe here, maybe here. So I'm going to assume that this is 10, right? This is 10.
No, but what if the funnel is not the same?
I'm sorry, you're saying?
Like the funnel is the same funnel.
The funnel. I think so. I think the height of the funnel is 10 time t second. Let me think for a while. If there is a mistake, it is because of the x equals to 10. Yeah, okay, good. Now, so what do we do, right? What do we do? We have to find the x, and there is no way to. There is. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Yeah, so looking it. Is there any other question while I'm thinking?
I'm trying to do it. So.
Okay, you can go ahead, yeah.
The depth of the water increases.
Itu punya Didin, namanya Didin. Itu punya Didin, itu bukan punya dia.
Okay, let's try this. So dx dt equals to minus 3t, right? So if I integrate, it's going to be very weird here. So the x equals to minus 3 over 2 t squared plus c, right? C. Then e equals to 0, x equals to 10, and that's how I use the 10. Okay. Therefore, c is equals to 10. Okay, so I'm trying something new, John T. I'm trying something new here. So this is my new thing. Okay. Sub it to e equals to 5 x cubed over dv dx. Oh no, it's not. No, that's easy. So done, no need. At t equals to 2, what is x?
Can you ask me why
X equals to minus 3 over 2 square. And okay, so far, what I'm trying to do is very simple. I'm just trying to find x, and the x is not 10. The only clue I have is the t is 2 seconds. If I make any sense, right? At t equals to 2 seconds, there is some sort of x. For example, at t equals to 0, the x is the full 10. That's for example, correct or not? This is for example. So here look, at t equals to 0, sorry, I wrote it wrongly. At t equals to 0, the x is 10, right? So at t equals to 2, what is x? So my effort to find x is to simply, integrate the x dt lah. So I have x as a function of t. That's my logic, no? That makes some sense.
But they never say that the funnel is full at the start. Yeah.
Oh, no, they did. And then they kind of tell you the height is 10 centimeters. So that's how I know. So they kind of separate into two things. Feels tricky to me. I'm not sure why they do that.
So C
feels very tricky.
C is 10.
Because of, yeah, correct. Because of t equals to z. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that C is 10.
So like the problem here is that if you do the normal method, you don't know, you cannot sub in x because you don't know what x is.
Correct. That's the only problem you have, which is not a nice problem to have. Usually you don't have that problem. Usually they kind of make it easy for you to find. Here they make it
I'm wrong
here
because I sub x as 10, which is incorrect.
Yes, because therefore it is not 10. I think that's the mistake. So you're right.
So I have to sub
there is
x as negative 3.
4 lah. If the x equals to 4, just solve it lah. Just solve it. Right, 4. Yeah, 4.
Why 4? Why
x equals to 4.
Oh, you just sub t equals to.
Correct one. I want to find x when t equals to 2, right? Makes sense?
Okay, so x equals
4. And then you sub it there. It seems okay. I still cannot solve the 20 centimeter cube problem.
Yeah. Wait, how is it? I think I'm right. Give me a second. I'm just looking it up. Negative 12 plus. What is negative? Oh, yeah, it is 4. Wait, so this is worth 7 marks.
It's worth more than 4 lah. If they just kind of make the x easy for you to find, it's worth 4 roughly, So with this complication,
dx is 4 pi.
4 pi, I believe. Right. My only doubt is that the 20 centimeter cube per second, I'm very confused with that right now. Because the good manners of a question is that they don't give you useless information, or this is worse, this is conflicting information.
Yeah, because I was also confused by that. Because like if they give me this, right, but they try to ask me to find what it is, then how come it's like the other one?
Correct. Which is extremely weird. That one I'm not sure what's going on. It doesn't make sense at all to me right now. Because he says it's a constant rate, not even at that point. I really don't know what he's getting into. Well, I mean, it's possible that there's always other tricks going on, right? For example, there are 2 chain rules, for example. It is possible.
How about negative 24 pi?
Negative 20, yeah, something smaller, right? I mean, if you don't have the answer key, then we're still in the dark loop.
Yeah. Then this one cannot. No problem with it. Oh, I want a small cam question though.
Oh, please.
Okay, so like the question is basically they ask which method can be used to distinguish between ethanoic acid and hydrochloric acid at the same concentration. Then one option is titration and it's wrong. But why is titration wrong?
Because titration cannot differentiate.
But if they are at the same concentration, right? Then because ethanol is weak acid, can't you just find which acid takes more mass to neutralize the alkali?
That would be the wrong understanding. Can I explain?
Yeah.
I think it's good to explain that. Right? That part, the weak acid is not weak. So HCl, right? For example, HCl. So we know that it is a mono acid lah. So both are mono acid. So that's one good thing about it lah. Easy to compare. Right. So CH3COOH is a weak one, right? So this is slightly more detailed. Yeah, I'm not sure whether your teacher teach you or not lah. So a weak acid means that it is reversible. The kind of reversible that you learn in the ammonia chapter.
Yeah, we do learn this.
Okay, so what it means is this. So I'll give you a very simple example. So by right, there's nothing left in the HCl. So this is 100% splitting into the thing, right? Equals and equals. And here's where you are. So we have 99% left here, and this is like around 1% and 1%. So that's what you call by a weak one. So you're saying that, hey, even though I have a lot, it's only 1% that becomes H+. That's your weak acid. Okay? So far so good. This is what you know. Now when you titrate, when you blast NaOH, here's the guy who plays a part, right? Plus OH minus, right? For example. Hello. Hi Anish. Yeah, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're doing
good. Yeah, always, Anish. Today is always can, right? Okay, so if you have no specific question, Anish, we'll be continuing the questions. Okay. I'm gonna pace you a little bit. Let's do at least 5 questions today. Yeah, 15 minutes each. Right. If you look at the previous Jamboard, you were in the middle of doing certain questions already, right? So I'm asking you to read through the questions from page 4, just to know what you have done, right? Just to know what you have done. Let's just jumpstart your brain. Okay, from page 4 to page 8. If you have any question, please ask me first. Okay, you have until 9 o'clock to clarify those things. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, also prepare your notes. Yeah, definitely use them. Okay, for you, John P. So when you plus OH minus, when this neutralizes that, right? Neutralizes, so they are both gone, right? Into H2O, correct? What happens in the reversible reaction that you learn? If I remove this, what happens?
You remove H+.
By the neutralization, I remove it, right? So what happens?
Then it will favor the...
Good. You'll shift to the...
Yeah.
Wait. Shift to what?
Shift to the left.
No, right.
Like the left will go to the right.
Shift to the right. Yeah. So he will continue to supply H+.
Wait, why do you say shift to the non-dominant side? Shouldn't you say shift to the side where the reaction is going more?
Look, simple logic. I remove the shift, right? The movement is to compensate lah. It's the simplest thing ever.
So you should say like the arrow. So in this case,
shift to the right lah. If I already write down this reaction, by the way. Okay, if I already write down, if I don't write down, I cannot say shift to the right. What right? But I've already written it down, so I can say that. Okay, just to make my life easier. The point is shifting towards whatever is missing lah in this case. And that shift means more H+ enters the scene. Even though just now the 1% is fully neutralized. Okay, so this H+ is going to be neutralized. And then another shift happen, right? Shift again, A H plus again, and then neutralize again, and then shift again.
So basically like
H plus again,
everything
until it's gone. Yeah, it is literally until everything is gone. So it's the same
thing. Practice ethanoic acid is very bad one, no?
In practice what?
Like isn't in practice ethanoic very slow?
Surprisingly, when you titrate this, it is fast because the shift happens very fast. And surprisingly, it is not weak in that regard. Surprisingly, it might be surprising to us.
What exactly does weak acid mean? Like
if you don't disturb it, well, first of all, it's reversible. Secondly, it doesn't immediately, so to speak, take out of his storage. He keeps 99% in store one. You should view weak acid that way. It's not that he is weak, wrong. He is saving up. I just give you 1%, 99% I reserve. But if I need to, I can just whack everything out. I can shift, and the shift happens quite quickly. The term weak is not, I mean, it's understandable, but that's not the real, I think that's it doesn't capture every aspect of it. I feel it's really more like storing his energy, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that, you won't have much, you have less logical problem. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anesh, to confirm, from page 4 to page 8, are you comfortable?
I'm not done yet.
Where are you right now?
I'm on the 7 to 8.
7 to 8, okay.
I'm on 8, but I'm not done 7.
If you don't understand that, please ask. Those are the more chapters which we'll be needing, like it or not. So please ask. Let's revise that.
For sure.
Okay. John T. Yeah, okay, John T. Besides the math question, which I still have doubt. Now, do I owe you anything else? No, I think I've answered everything, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Ask more. Ask more.
Physics, whatever. That's it. I really got no more questions for this week.
Hey, yo, physics, come on. That ain't a problem.
Physics, I try to think of anything I couldn't do.
I just sent you a Google Drive paper, you know. If you really have a problem right now, let's just do the paper question. Right?
For physics, you want to do physics? Can
no, it's up to you. It's up to you.
I guess we can do physics. I think my chem is on track.
Yeah, I think so too. So I'm gonna share my physics drive with you. Yeah. Let me do that first. Just okay. I've shared with you the O level.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, man. So I just start doing. I ask you a question.
But would you like to focus on the last chapter first, maybe?
What,
maybe we discuss a few there, right? Yeah, maybe you copy. We can just discuss the question if you want. If you want to do the other parts, is also. You can find it in the later part.
Where's the chemistry? It's combined science. You don't combine science again.
So sorry, you're saying, John?
The 2019 papers are combined science.
Please ignore the combined one. Ignore the combined one.
The bottom.
Just use the 2021 if you want to. 2019, 2020 is fine. Any clarification, Ines? Now there's a speed question also.
No.
Understood. 3 more minutes. So let's see what
No? What did you
So I do the long answer question.
Sure. Yeah, I heard you, John. Can you hear me? Yes.
Your mic is a bit scuffle, but
Oh, yeah, to confirm, John T, you didn't add any question, yeah?
no, this
Understand.
question is like kind of easy.
Okay, Ines. Final clarification?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Now, look at the topics that you wanna, the Excel sheet lah that you have for yourself. Could you look at the topics for a while?
Okay.
You look at yourself because I cannot look at it, right? So which topics have we covered and which topics have we not covered for this paper? Please look at it.
Okay, so chemistry, right? So excuse me. We're talking about mine or your highlighter works?
I guess start from yours first, right?
Okay. So electrolysis, I mean, we have covered it this year.
Yep.
Periodic table trends. I don't think we
Probably
really
not
much, but I covered it myself.
But
I need to revise it.
No, as in the paper that we did, we haven't, right?
No.
Okay, understood. Okay, then
Energy changes, no.
Okay.
And speed of reactions, no.
Only one MCQ, lah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there'll be more, right?
Then all of the OChem, obviously not.
Oh, yeah.
Then more calculations, yes.
Always here and there. Good. And then that's it, right? Is that yours?
No. Acids, bases, and salts, no. And separation techniques, no.
That's your preference. Your preference is acid-base, really.
It's colored.
Oh, okay. So it looks like we have still quite a lot to cover from this paper. Shall we just do the same paper?
Okay.
Okay. You have all the topics, so put them in. Come, let's do it. Let's pace ourselves and do 4 questions at least. Like, if they are big stuff. Like, come on. I'm waiting for your screenshot. Use the same paper, yeah? Use the same. Okay.
Wait, is there answer sheet for this one? Or don't have?
Please check. There should be. There should be. If there isn't, please let's avoid.
Avoid, but the entire math one don't have.
Cannot be the entire. Let me check.
I checked like 3, then all of it don't have.
Scary. You're doing it from the O-level A math.
Yeah, no, what are you talking about? Like the
2020, right? There's
the
a folder.
It's 2020. Yeah, then like I checked a few. Oh, it's my school. Oh.
So basically in 2020, back then when I get it, there are some which don't have. The ones with X in the front is the one that don't have answer keyword.
Oh.
So you can just avoid the X one. You just do the one without X. There's a lot also.
My school is there.
Let me see. Where is your school?
No,
oh, your school don't have answer key. That's cool.
No.
But you're curious, right? Have you done the 2021?
No. I don't think it'll be that harder.
Sure. You can get the Methodist girls, the Nanyang girls if you want, Top stuff. Okay, Ainesh, waiting for the first question. Come on.
For some reason, I don't remember what paper I took it from.
And that is totally not okay. Find it and let's put a year somehow, right? Let's put a year somehow, right?
Are we sure?
Never asking. I'm sorry.
Are we sure this is all from the same paper?
I do not know, Ainesh. You're the one doing it. If you forget, choose a paper and do it. Right?
Question 1 and 3 from a separate chem worksheet from school.
Sure. Good that you remember. Good.
I'm just gonna start a new paper. I think it's
sure thing. Let's go. Let's not waste time. And now please put a year to it. Put a year to it in the Jamboard. Yeah. Okay. It makes life easier. Everything okay so far?
Oh, this one will be hard. 5 o'clock can be better. About B. This one I don't know.
Paste me something. And we'll rearrange it. Nice. It's a uniform one, right? Uniform. So just put it in the center, right? Okay. So that was Papa A done, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so just before it topples, now toppling about B, so it already tell you that this is the pivot, right? So you already know the principle when this guy, the center of gravity, COG, right? When the COG is on top of B, that is where you are in danger, you're in danger, right?
This is B, you're stable, then once you're to the right, then you're in danger.
Well, I mean, once you're on top, it's just a very small shift to the right, then you topple up, right?
Yeah, so my question is how to draw it accurately.
Well, I mean, I will draw DB. Here's the DB because I think DB is the most important line, right? Because it has the COG and the B, right? So I'll just draw the DB here. So I'll just draw the DB. And then under put this as B prime, the exact same height. Okay, that's my first diagonal. So what? So far so good?
No.
I've drawn my diagonal. Would that be okay?
What's D prime?
D is the shift to D prime, right?
Oh, I see.
So I just focus on the diagonal DB, right? And then I draw the D prime, and the rest should follow, if that makes some sense. The rest should follow. I can just draw the C following from there. So I just construct a full rectangle from there, if that makes some sense. Is that okay or not? So I'm looking at your question, Ainesh.
I got it.
It feels like quite okay. Ainesh, why are you putting in topics that you do not mention just now? This is chromatography. The other one is collection. I don't mind, but
aren't these separation techniques?
You need separation techniques.
I mean, that'd be like a real quick warm up before I get into like the proper question. It'll take like a minute tops. Because I forgot how.
Are you being greedy here?
Maybe.
What are you doing? You're focusing on the MCQs.
I was going to be able to.
You're being greedy here. I don't even know why you want chromatography. Of course, the end of year will include everything. Of course not, I know. Is that your plan to study everything? Tell me one more time. Is that your plan to study everything?
I mean, if I could, no. If I could, yeah. But...
No. Never mind with the if. Is that your plan to study everything? Because then why bother with the Excel?
Yeah.
Why bother? Why are we wasting time here? You are wasting time here. If you want this, we want this, then make sure that you get it. Don't fool yourself and do a quick pass. Don't fool yourself. Do you want this or not?
No.
If you want this, put it in the Excel. Don't assume that chromatography is easy. You don't know enough to know something is easy or not. Okay, let's do OChem. Can I take out the collection also?
Okay.
Hey, stop adding stuff. Just do your OChem first. Do your OChem first and you do your redoc first. You have your OChem note, right? This is now the time now. Okay. In your reaction map, propene reacts with bromine. Please identify. Do you know where it is?
Or I need to dig up my.
Oh, please, quickly. Yeah, that is, you know, let's do that quickly, right? Nanti, are you okay? Oh, sorry. Are you okay? Okay, you're okay. Right. Next, do we have the map?
Yeah.
Okay, so where is propene reacting with bromine? Is it in the map or not?
What? Propene.
Oh dear. Propane belong to which family?
Hold on.
Look at the
L-
drawing.
That is LP.
Right, good. So reacting with bromine, is it in your map?
Yeah, got it.
Good. And the result, you know or not? You have to be able to imagine the result.
I can imagine it.
Okay, now modify the propene so that you get the result, please. In the Jamboard, quickly. A simple modification. No, just draw in the original thing. Just draw in the original thing. Don't redraw. Just modify the original thing. I guess you can do that also. Okay, great. Good, nice. Now, read the question, yeah? Let's go fast. HBr in the same way as bromine. What does this mean?
Substitute. It also has, I mean, it's not really substitution. It also has addition.
This is addition, by the way. It's not substitution, yeah? Don't say that. This is addition. So the result will not be what you draw lah, because the reaction with hydrobromic acid, right? So draw an appropriate result lah with hydrobromic acid. That.
Yes.
So what will be different? Okay, what will be different? Right? Let's say H lah. Oh goodness me! Oh goodness me! Right? Okay. So that's wrong. No. So Br2 is like that, right? Br, right? One goes here, one goes there, right? Make sense? If it doesn't make sense, please tell me immediately.
No, it doesn't make sense.
What is bromine? Tell me.
Oh, Br2, never mind, it makes sense now.
So what is hydrobromic acid? He even give it to you, right? HBr lah. So what happens to the HBr?
It gets split up.
Okay, one goes here, one goes there. Remember, yeah? You have to use your thinking here. You do. You have to know what's bromine. Can?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're ready to try to do the question. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clarify what you don't know. This will be, an addition to your notes lah. Question A, question B, question C, question D. Option A. Clarify. Nanti, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Really? No. Okay, no, if there's no problems, then
I just doing a calculation.
Sure. Anesh, option A. Do you understand option A?
No, I'm searching it up.
What do you mean by searching it up? Just ask, man. Oh, goodness me. Right. Anish, come on.
What is a
What do you
structural
not
item?
understand?
I have
Right.
no
So
idea.
if I cancel the word structural, just isomer, do you understand better?
No.
So what is isomer? I don't mean definition. Do you remember or not?
Nah. Is it just like
You know this, man. You know this. Like you gotta have your notes, man. Right. Okay.
oh, I
Yeah.
found
What
it.
is it? What is it?
It's of hold on. I'm not sure
Don't
how to
give me
phrase this.
definitions, eh? Don't
Kind of.
give me definitions.
Oh, then what do you want me to give?
Just give me what you know. Just give me what you understand.
So what I understand is that it's not the same structure.
Yeah, we talk about this, right? It's similar, not the same.
Yeah.
Right? The chemical formula is the same. The shape is different.
So then A is wrong.
Oh, goodness me. Right. You're not thinking, right? Oh, dear. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Right. So let's talk about B first. So
What does this mean?
unsaturated means you can still have more H lah. Saturated means that's the maximum H you can have. The only guy which is saturated is the alkane, the first family. That is the maximum H you can have. There is no other way to have more H. Doesn't mean that the other family are not, but the point is, if you see an opportunity to add H, you are unsaturated. Now tell me why B is wrong.
Because there's no way you can, because it turns into alkane when reacting with hydrobromic acid, and there's no way to add any more H to it.
To be fair, it's not alkane, it's a modified alkane. No? To be fair, yeah. To be fair. Now, is the reactant unsaturated?
It doesn't matter, does it? But
No.
yes.
I'm asking a question.
Wait, no, it's not.
It is unsaturated. See?
Lower boiling point.
Oi, don't skip to see. Oh, man. It'll be difficult to teach you, right? It's just difficult to teach you, right? Sometimes it can be difficult to teach you. Okay, you came that C is correct. So check D first.
C is correct.
No, you just check the answer key later. Whatever I say, you don't hear one. Okay, so just check. Okay, if you think that C is correct, just check lah. Click.
No, C is correct.
Can you check the answer key? Is C correct or not?
Question 28. No.
Okay, I know this. So what's the next discussion here?
I mean, I know the answer now. Once I checked.
So that helps you, is it? That helps you that you know the answer.
No,
really?
I wish I didn't see.
Okay, so what do we do now?
Explain why it's A, because I thought it was wrong.
Okay. Well, why is D wrong first?
Okay. It can't go. Wait. Undergo addition reaction with hydrogen. What does that even mean, man? I think it can't, because it's already like a modified version of the first family, which is the maximum amount of hydrogen.
Yeah. So the addition only works for the alkene family, no? If you're not alkene, you cannot addition. Make sense?
Yeah.
Would you please put that in the note? You're improving your notes, ma?
Yeah.
Right. When you're done, please tell.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, then let's talk about B. You know it's correct. Yeah. Okay, B is correct. Have you put in your note the unsaturated thing? You need to know the term. What does it mean to be unsaturated to you?
Means you can't add
No,
hydrogen.
that's saturated.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on, let me change it. So it means you can add. I'm getting quite confused now.
Yep, you can use your own terms, use your understanding. If you're confused, then I'm confused yourself, or ask questions. The word saturated is only concerned with H. The term saturated simply means you have saturated yourself with H. Does that make some sense? That means that's the maximum H you have. Unsaturated means you're not saturated with H. Now, what does that mean to you?
Means it can go through addition reaction with H.
To get more H, for example, right? So that's your meaning. It's a reasonable meaning. Would you please put them in your notes? You'll be needing them. Okay, when you're done, tell me.
Probably.
Yes, Chanti.
This question asks like define work. Then I wrote, work is energy transferred over a distance caused by external force. Is that correct?
Energy transfer over
a distance. Or is it displacement?
No, cannot. The moment you say that, no, definitely not.
What's the definition?
If you say work is energy transfer, that's probably okay. That's usually not the definition they're looking for, though. Right? Work is simply energy transfer. Okay, so for energy, you stop there. As for the over a distance thingy, you would rather use it's better for you to use the W equals to Fx.
Fx, huh? Is force
right?
Times displacement. X is displacement.
Yeah, you probably want to use that as your guide, if you want to say over a distance. So work is the energy transferred due to a force over a certain distance. Ainesh, are you done so far?
Yeah, I was typing it out onto the Jamboard.
Yeah, you have your notes, huh? Yeah. Your notes are not separated, yeah? You're not typing it in this Jamboard, right? You're combining it in your Jamboard note. Am I correct?
Yeah.
You don't write your notes in this Jamboard yet. Again, let me clarify. Yes, can you?
Yeah.
You're supposed to gather them. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Okay, now for part C. So the lower boiling point, you may want to add this, right? Let me clarify that your teacher have not started on this. I forgot to ask you.
No. We're still on. We're not going to start like until end of this term, I think.
So you are still at speed of reaction?
And energy changes, yeah. Maybe like
Okay, so okay, understood. Okay, so your lower boiling point reactant, I'll just tell you. So tell me if you remember this in term 1 or term 2, sec 3. So that's quite a long time ago. They talk about intermolecular forces, weak intermolecular forces. Okay, not okay?
Oh, so basically when it goes through a reaction, the intermolecular forces become weaker.
Not that. Right. Something simpler than that, because we're talking about boiling point. So I'm going to draw the product and the reactant. So the product looks like this, right? So H, but you have I'm so sorry. Better draw this. And this is HBr. Sorry, this is H, and this is a Br. So on the right is your product, right? Ainesh?
Yes.
So for the reactant, the reactant will will be sticking around with the same reactant. And the product, of course, will be sticking around with the same product. When they manage to separate, let's call that a boiling point. The boiling point is where they finally separate from each other. Okay? Can that be okay? Separate. Is that okay, Anish?
No, I don't get it. So basically what you're saying is
boiling pan become gas, for example, or boiling pan simply becoming a gas. Before that, you're a liquid, because you're a liquid, you are still very close to the other molecules. When you are a gas, you are separate. If that makes some sense.
wait, what? No, what's going on? I'm confused again. I'm quite confused.
We're talking about option C, the one that you think is correct.
Okay.
Boiling point means what? From what to what?
From liquid to gas.
And I just draw a simple liquid. A simple liquid is like that. There's a liquid. The two molecules are still touching each other. Liquid, am I making any sense right now?
Yes.
Same thing with the product. Yeah, product, same thing. If I want the product to be liquid, two molecules, same thing, right? Touching each other. The reactant and the product is not touching each other. I'm just drawing them side by side. Okay?
Yeah.
So far, so good. Now, when you boil, what happened to the touching each other?
It break.
Yeah, not just break. He will fly here, he will fly there. The point is, we no longer touch each other. Simple, right?
Yeah.
The force that binds them together, put it simply, depends on how many H's. That's the simplest way to put it. Here, you have less H. Here, you have more H. More H and the BRs are more, right? More H and the BRs are more means I stick to each other slightly more tightly compared to this guy, simply because one has more H's, more hands, and one has less H's. That is the force that binds them together to become liquid. The one that you have to separate so that they become gas. Am I making any sense so far?
So you're saying that gas has a weaker bonding than liquid.
Not that's the basic. Does it make sense? That's the most basic thing. Liquid bond to other molecules tighter than a gas, which just go and fly around without any care. That's the first thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The solid is even more tightly bonded than the liquid. Same logic. You have to worry about that when you talk about melting.
Yeah.
Okay? So the only issue is how strong is the force that bonds them together. For the reactant, you have less H compared to the product. So you have less force bonding them. Therefore, easier to break and become gas. Making any sense?
Yes.
C is correct or not? View it that way.
C is not.
Why?
Because the product is a liquid.
What are you talking about? Both of them imagine as liquid and as gas. Imagine both of them as liquid.
So then they'll have the same boiling point.
They don't have the same boiling point because one of them will have more force that binds them together. I told you 3 times. The what? Sorry?
The double bond makes the bond stronger, so it's harder to boil it.
Oh man. The way of the moon, right? Okay.
Yeah, I need help this question. I put inside the thing already.
Good. Just a minute. And next, we're going to hold the discussion on option A. Yeah? I'm just going to talk about option C. How about option A in the next page? Follow me to the next page, and then you're going to do the next question. Oh, so sorry. Just a minute, John Tia. Are you with me at the next page, Ainesh?
Yeah.
The two structural isomers. That is the answer. Tell me, how does it look like? H, Br. The other one is, this is the Br and this is the H. Now tell me, are they actually the same or are they just similar?
They're not the same or similar.
What are you talking about, Ainesh? Are they the same or are they similar?
And they're not same.
So they are similar lah.
No.
Can one become the other?
No.
If cannot, then they are just similar, no?
But they're very different. How does that mean similar?
That's the one thing consistent, right? We keep repeating ourselves. One thing consistent. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Okay, here's the first possibility. Here's the second possibility of the HBr lah, attaching themselves. Would that be okay so far?
Yes.
Can the first guy become the second guy?
No.
So they are both isomers, no? Can we just stop there? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So A is correct lah.
Oh, I was comparing it to this.
Where are you?
IG arrow.
What are you talking about, right? That's not the product. No?
Exactly, I don't know what I was thinking, yeah.
Would you please write some notes on isomer and then do the next question?
Sure.
Hey, Janti.
Yeah, I'm lost for this question.
Part B, right? Part B, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised that B is. What? You cannot do B, really?
Okay, so right, all the formula I know regarding speed need mass, but they don't give mass.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, if that's your concern,
because like my first instinct is to do energy, right? Like as in because they give us
low. This is at B.
Oh
you
shit,
have
cancel out.
Yeah, that's why you're focused on the wrong thing. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just give people a try because I need.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, okay. So this is not a secret lah, but not many people know this in O level lah. But the M usually doesn't matter one in energy question.
Because you're cancelled. Yeah, I didn't.
Correct. You just whack them. You just whack it just like that. Right. So done. Yeah, so Ainesh, I suggest that you don't do what you're asking in the WhatsApp because you should have your, you want to use that shared OCaml Jamboard, correct, right, Ainesh? That's what you want, right? You don't want to start from zero, right? That's what you're saying, correct or not? Ainesh?
Yeah.
Correct. Am I correct, Ainesh?
Yeah.
That's totally fine. Just duplicate the Jamboard. Done? Duplicate the Jamboard, make it yours. That makes sense?
Yeah, but a bit confusing because I'll have 2 copies.
Just unshare yourself from the share one. Once you duplicate, you unshare yourself, you only have yours for yourself.
Okay.
Am I making any sense, right? Okay, do that. And you'll be faster. Come. Every minute counts, right?
So after I
Yes.
equate them, right, I solve for V, then I add 5, right? Because the base speed is 5.
Correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay, correct.
Oh, goodness me. Wrong.
What?
Wait, let me think for. Oh.
Wait, yeah, you're right. It's wrong. Cause I
Oh no,
cannot,
you're wrong.
yeah, I cannot add
So
energy.
it'll be like it'll be half v square m lah, and the m also cancel, right? Okay, wrong. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, almost done there. You should be doing this. The answer will not be plus one.
Yeah, because you cannot add energy, right?
You can add energy. You cannot add speed. Precisely why we add energy, because we cannot add speed. So do it in terms of energy like this.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the both the V's are
scary,
different, right? I start V as 5 now. I start V as 5 on the left one, right?
You sub, you should sub 5 then, yeah, you should. So that was scary. 5, 10, 12, right? There almost made a mistake. Okay. Anesh, are you okay with your notes?
Not done yet.
Okay. Ainesh, are you done?
Just give me another minute. I want to like proper clarify.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Let's do question 19. Do you have your notes on reduction oxidation? Come quickly in 1 minute. Do you have or not?
Not sure. Also, you're still screen sharing.
I am still screen sharing, but can you see anything? I'm just focusing on the Jamboard. You don't have to screen share. Do you want me to stop screen sharing? Sorry.
No.
Okay, I'll focus on the Jamboard. It's fine. Go on, Jam.
Okay.
You have your redox note.
Give me a sec. This electrolysis. Did I have redox notes?
All right, then let's do a quick revision, and you're gonna create your own redox note again. Okay, right? So oh sorry, I better bring this to a new page. Follow me to page 12, please. So jog your memory. Two things are always true. H is always what?
Hold on. Okay.
Plus 1. And O is always?
-1.
-2.
Huh?
Okay.
OH is -2.
H is +1. O is -2.
O is -2. Yeah.
Except when H is with H and O is with O. That's one exception. So what are they when H is with H?
Bad.
So oxidation state. Oh gosh.
0.
Right. And one more exception is and H2O2. So this will be your +1 and this will be your -1. So there's an exception there.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
So they are always, this is very reliable. So you should start with them. That means you start with something which is very reliable called H and O. Okay? Okay, that's the first thing. The first thing. The second thing is that the total of something is known one, is the charge. If there is no charge, it will be 0, no charge. Okay, the charge. The total of C2H2, do you see any charge or not?
You get plus.
Oh dear.
1.
Oh.
So C2 becomes -1.
So this is +1 and becomes -1. So you have your C, right? So for your H4, this is +1. No? Your C becomes?
-1 still.
Come on, man. Come on, man. This is simple math, man. The H is +1. There's 4, right? So +4, no? Right? +1 times.
Oh, so -3.
Come on, man. Okay. Then the C2H6, where do we start from?
It will be -3. So -3 + 1.
Okay.
So no.
Would this be okay? Right? So this one is wrong. There's only?
Only reduction.
Yeah. Okay. Now do the rest for BCD.
For sure.
I want to see your working, okay?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Can I ask another question?
Yes, of course.
So for the B, right, the big one at the start, is that +3 or +1?
You keep asking this. My answer is write +1. Then if you want ×3, stop writing +3. Stop it.
No. As in, like, you see there's like 3 different H's. So there's H3, there's H2, and there's OH. So
everything is +1.
So the total.
Stop making it +3. Stop making it +3. It's +1 × 3.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant. What I'm saying is that, no, you see there's like H3, and then there's H2, and then there's OH. It's not like H6. So instead of +1 × 6, is it like +3? I don't know. Is there anything else?
See, you keep saying +3. What's the oxidation state of H?
1. +1.
So write down +1. Just write down +1. Keeping in mind that there are 3 of them. +1 × 3.
No.
Just write down.
That's not what I. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you confused at?
So there's 6 H's in total.
Okay. Yeah.
So is the charge +1 × 6?
why is there a doubt? I'm sorry. Why is there a doubt there? That's the part that I'm very confused.
They're split up.
Each H is doing a +1. What does +1 mean? He donates electron, right?
Yeah.
If there are 6 H's, so the 6 H's each will donate 1 electron. So now you have 6 electrons being donated. +6 represents that. Now tell me, what is the doubt about that? We keep coming back to this issue. What is the doubt actually? Can you figure out why you're confused here?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So the 6 H's, everybody donate 1 electron, right? +1, no? Right? Times 6, whatever lah. They all did not donate 1 electron, right? You have 6. The O is -2. What does the O do? What does the O do?
Donate -2.
Oh, come on. He takes 2 electrons.
-1.
He takes, oh, come on, man. It's -2. What are you talking about? He takes 2 electrons, -2. Can? Out of 6 donated electron, O takes 2 for himself. He's always -2. You're left with 4 donated electrons. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
So the final thing is the C lah. So they had 2 C's. There are 4 donated electrons. What happened to the 4 donated electrons?
It gets split up between the C's.
So the C oxidation state is?
2.
Oh, you keep saying 2 someone.
-2.
All right, -2. Okay. Would that be okay? That's the first guy, no?
Yeah.
Can you do the next one? Yonti, okay?
Yeah, I think Murphy is quite strong. I don't not really consider
Right.
much problem.
Okay. Anish, don't waste time, please. Please do the part B1. What are you doing? Anish, follow me, yeah? Follow me. Right? Just follow me on D, please. Right, D. SiO2. Who do we start with?
Why are you doing so quickly? I'm writing down stuff.
Okay, all right. Come on then.
I have a question for step up and step down transformer, both the power remains constant, right? I can't remember.
Unless there's efficiency involved, yes,
Yeah, assuming
the power
reduced
stays the same.
transformer. Okay, okay. But the current is the one reduced, right? And voltage goes higher.
No, it just depends on step up or step down.
Oh, okay.
If you step up, then your voltage increase, right? So your current decrease lah.
Then you step down, it's opposite.
Yeah, just like that. Okay. So far, so good, Anish, for that one. The next one. Anish, are you doing the second one?
Yeah.
I actually think my speed is okay. Like so far I can okay. Almost our majority.
Sorry, Jonty, I cannot hear you clearly.
Oh, I legit think that my speed is okay. So like next time can we? Oh, I think we do math.
Oh yeah, lah, we do math. No problem.
Because so far I like normally we camp I'll run into some problem, but this one not that much.
Even the final topic. Because I was actually waiting for you to ask that.
Another topic, the only question here is what was it? I forgot what it's called. Is the AC motor, the one that rotates.
Yeah. Those difficult stuff.
Yeah, but I understand it because my teacher like keep explaining because a lot of people don't understand.
That's fine. Okay, if you understand that and then you can do the question, I'm totally fine. That the motor question and the
motor question
induction lah, the Lenz's law thingy lah, you know. Something move in lah, then will it slow down lah, whatever.
You explain to me Lenz's law.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I did lah. Definitely I did. Yeah, those are the only concerns.
Yeah, because the experience you gave me, right? Like I also tell my friends, and now because they don't explain to you like that in secondary school, and they just assume that you won't understand.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, but
why put it in the syllabus? That's weird.
If they explain to us, right, then we all understand what.
Correct. I mean, why put it in the syllabus otherwise, right? Why? Right? Anyway, good that you understand. I'm totally fine. We can do math. Very happy. Okay, very happy. Maybe do one Trigo math and then we call it a day. Maybe. Right. Ainesh, I'm still waiting for the typing. Right. I mean, this is like 3 minutes, man. T is -1. All right. Okay. Good. Continue. Can we do it more quickly? Come on. Right. Right. So one more time, Ainesh, what is oxygen? You're saying the oxygen is 0 here. Yeah? Now that's wrong. Yeah? Oxygen is only 0 when it is oxygen with another oxygen, also known as O2. La.
Oh,
it's known as H2, right? In all other cases, he will be -2. So fix that. So the C will be good. Settle your C and D, please. You will be dealing with CL. I'll be adding stuff.
What's N? N is 0, right?
Is N with N? Is there any doubt? Is N with N? Can he take from himself? Can he donate to himself?
Yeah.
What do you mean by yes?
Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. No, I can't.
So if he cannot donate or take, then the N oxidation state will be
0.
All right, so we start with 0 there. Looking good. For your NH4Cl, I added the second thing to remember. It's just a Cl. Cl is always -1 except this and except that. Watch out for the exceptions lah.
What do you mean by losers?
O is greedier than Cl. Cl minus 1 means Cl wants to take 1 electron. Make sense?
Yeah.
But if there is oxygen, which wants to take minus 2, oxygen takes priority, even though it might mean that Cl will lose the privilege of gaining the electron, meaning O is priority, O is greedier in that sense. Cl will have to wait its turn, and therefore it is uncertain whether it is minus 1. But if you don't see any oxygen, then Cl will be minus 1. Do you see any oxygen here?
Yeah. Hey, no,
you see some.
No oxygen.
So what does it mean with Cl? If there is no oxygen, then Cl will
minus 1.
All right. So settle it. Janti, just to confirm, any final question? Okay. Maybe next week before we start anything. Of course.
You want me to do some homework? I don't mind.
I don't mind you doing homework one, especially the difficult one, not the easy one.
Oh, you mean like my school homework?
Yeah. I mean, most of my students do homework in
my school homework. Like there's not another question is from school.
Yeah, just do that like the super hard one. Like I'm very happy if you have a super hard question. You do that. Okay, so that means you can clarify that question, like the rate of change question.
Yeah,
right?
you
can, right?
The word also a bit contradictory.
Yeah. Do tell me. I'm also curious. Maybe I'm missing something. Okay, so of course, do your homework, the difficult one. But next week, if there is nothing very urgent, I want to talk about the strategies to save time in A matters. Okay?
Okay.
And that might help you. If it doesn't help you, just abandon. Right? Okay, we'll talk about it next week. Okay, good job, Jonty. Okay, I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. So your N is -1, your N is -3. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I think. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense, right? So far, no answer, right? Okay, no answer, Ainesh. Right, looking good, Ainesh. Good. Oh, goodness me, there is no answer. What are we talking about? Wait, are we missing something? What is going on here? Oh, obviously the answer is yeah, okay. Obviously. Okay. All your calculation is correct, Ainesh. Now time to answer the tricky question. This is from your school, right? No joke. No joke.
It's not
okay, Ainesh, your answer is? It's not A, all right? It's not A, okay.
It's not B either.
It's not B, okay. How about C?
It's not C, it's D.
Not C. Now, tell me why D is correct.
Because you're getting reduced and then oxidized.
Very good. You are correct. If this is your school's question, then it's definitely tricky.
I don't want to sound cocky. I mean, I know my chem is quite bad currently, but I felt like that was a conclusion I could easily reach. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you're being very cocky, considering that this is the first time you do it correctly.
Yeah, I know. But like the conclusion, the part, right? I felt like I've done this in school before. Like schools prepared me for this.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you'll get the mark, right?
Yeah.
Be cocky when you get it, Be cocky when you get it.
Mm.
Right. Sorry. Not your time to be cocky. Please write down this note. I will start Thursday. We're going to be on Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start on Thursday with, let me just see your chemistry note. Are they at least in one place or two places? At least that's the maximum. And then we'll go to math in Thursday.
Okay.
We're going to end now. You got to write this note. Okay.
Yep.
Then you stop. Okay.
Can.
Okay. Put it in one place. Good job for today. I will see you in Thursday. Bye.
Bye-bye.